This is me, and this is me. I've been training for about 7 years now and loved every moment. But to say it wasn't challenging in that time would be a lie, because I have faced a lot of challenges in those 7 years and made a lot of mistakes I wish I had avoided. So today, I hope I can help you avoid some as I go over 6 things I wish I knew before I started the gym. Not all calories are equal. Cereal is one of my favorite foods, and to not enjoy it would be wrong. Picking the right options is always the better alternative. It's alright to have Cocoa Pops sometimes, but only sometimes, just because it doesn't have as much benefits as something that's really good for you. Even some of the top brands that are advertised as really healthy aren't even that good. All of these are painted as really healthy cereals, but all of them are very high in sugar, some even higher than the Cocoa Pops, which you wouldn't even believe. An equal balance of them is correct. All of these cereals, this tastes really good. This one, on the other hand, will help your body for so much longer and give you so many more benefits and make you feel full for longer, which is a struggle that most of us are dealing with. You don't need supplement. You really don't need any supplements, and all of this is actually just not needed. What you do need are some good practices. Most people, especially when you're younger, are tricked into thinking that they need supplements. All these ads with super jacked guys making you really want it. When I was really young, all I wanted was protein powder. I remember getting really angry at my mom when she told me I wasn't allowed it. To be honest, fair play to her, because I was pretty young when I was trying to get onto it. I used to think that it would actually make me super jacked, but little did I know it was me that had the control of how big I got and how good I trained. And then all of these supplements added to my foundation, which most people forget about. Their foundation. They just try to add stuff with a pretty poor foundation. 1,000. Didn't see you there. Oh shit. Just working my abs in that, you know? You're too focused on getting abs. When I was younger, all I focused on was trying to get abs, because that was a symbol of attractiveness. Attractiveness, is that even a word? That was a symbol of being attractive, and all I wanted was just to get a six-pack. So I constantly tried and tried and tried. And little did I know, I was just hindering my progress. All the cuts I did that were half-assed and weren't even properly planned out ended up just hindering my progress. If I had just stopped caring about trying to get abs and trying to be perfect, I could have probably achieved a way better physique and actually have gotten abs a lot quicker if I just stopped caring about it when I was in my earlier years. Be lean and healthy, but don't obsess about being 10% body fat and shredded all the time. Especially when you're younger, it's a kind of pointless thing. 15% body fat is healthy, and you'll probably produce way better testosterone levels being at that body fat percentage and feel way better. Dirty bulking versus lean bulking. I used to think you had to eat as many calories as possible to put on as much size as possible. And that is kind of true. You end up putting size, but what size? In my case, it was a lot of fat, because I didn't need the extra calories that I was consuming. The misconception of lean bulking and dirty bulking is that lean bulking means you eat clean all the time, and dirty bulking means you just eat like rubbish. What it actually is lean bulking is you're eating to a certain amount of calories. You aren't just binge eating everywhere you go. Versus dirty bulking is eating whatever you want. Whether it's healthy or not, you can just eat it. The difference between both of these, a lean bulk allows you to eat what you want, but it's under a certain amount of calories, so it is controlled. Versus a dirty bulk, which can actually cause a lot of eating disorders, and for me, it caused a very bad one. What people don't know is that dirty bulking makes you have to cut for way longer. As you saw, these two photos are the end of 2 different bulks, and yet I was hugely different in both of them. I had to lose so much more in the dirty bulk versus the lean bulk. I was leaner so much quicker once I lean bulked. I only needed 2 months of cutting versus the other one I needed 6 months. Imagine being undisciplined for a certain amount of time just so you had to be disciplined for so much longer when you go to cut. Versus lean bulking, you just need to cut for a little amount of time and then you will get all the results you need. And I allowed myself to be very flexible with my diet while lean bulking. So if you do not and haven't yet, you need to try to lean bulk. It is an amazing tactic and tool for you to use. Looking at calories as a weekly total and not a daily total. The common mistake is that people will look at stuff as 24 hours, and as soon as they go to bed, they think their body just resets. Whatever they ate the day before now has reset and they can just eat like they want to again. But that doesn't work like that. If you look at stuff in a weekly period, you then come to realize the cheat day you had on Saturday does really affect the rest of the week. If you're in a deficit for 6 days and then on the 7th day you eat like shit and you eat a huge amount of calories, you now put yourself into a surplus. So what is the point of that? So looking at stuff in a weekly period will change how you diet, how you gain weight, how you bulk even. It completely changes the game for you. So start looking at stuff in weekly total calories. And last but not least, having better lifestyle habits can really change how far you go. Learning tools to de-stress, building consistency in yourself, and better routine habits like going to sleep early, not having caffeine too late, and heaps more habits that you could do and implement into your life can actually change your life dramatically. The reason why in recent years I saw such dramatic gains was because I started getting rid of all the bad life habits I used to have, and I just started working really hard, and I did this through routine and consistency. I put this at last, but it's one of the most important things that people always skip out on. Even if you train consistently but then go home and do all the wrong things, it's not really playing in your favor. You need to do stuff that's going to actually help you. And one of the best things you can do out of all of these habits is 1, de-stress, but 2, the main one is get proper sleep. And most of us don't even know that. So yes, improve your life. So now it's your time. Learn from my mistakes and implement something into your life out of these 6 tips I've just given you. Thank you for watching. What the hell? Use that later.